Since 1960, KEYC TV has brought you the best old-time music from the best old-time bands. Now, from the Cato Ballroom, it's Bandwagon.
Welcome. Bandwagon is on the air here on KEYC television. We've been going strong for almost 60 plus years, and we are so glad to have you here on our live audience at the beautiful Cato Ballroom, and you at home too. We are so excited to have you with us here as we celebrate Elmer Scheid. We have the Elmer Scheid tribute band with us here, and they are absolutely incredible. And you may know from my stories on this show that growing up, I didn't really know the term polka music when I was a 3, 4, 5, and 6-year-old listening with my grandparents, watching Bandwagon. I knew this as you-hoo-hoo music, and that basically started with Elmer Scheid's band, and we're going to talk a little more about that coming up in just a little bit, but first, we have to get to some more music. That was the Three Yanks Polka, by the way. Incredible job. Our next number is called The Elephant Waltz.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta love a good number that features the tuba back there. Great job, the Elmer Scheid Tribute Band here on Bandwagon. And if you are wondering how you can get your birthdays and your anniversaries, or find our schedule, because I bet if you're at home right now, you're jealous that you weren't part of this live audience. Are we having a good time here? Yeah! You can find our schedule and come on down to the Cato Ballroom to be part of it. You can submit your birthday and anniversary requests at KEYC.com/bandwagon. Boy, we have some great music coming up with the Elmer Scheid Tribute Band. We have to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. Hey, we are back on Bandwagon, and Bandwagon is thought to be the longest continuously running music-themed television program in the entire world, and that is Bandwagon. Is that something? And you know, the reason that we have lasted so long and we are still going strong is because of music like this. We have the Elmer Scheid Tribute Band, which is sponsored by the Minnesota Music Hall of Fame, and they are doing an incredible job. And it's time to get back to more music with our next number. This one is called the At the Mill Polka. one was the At the Mill Polka here on Bandwagon, and we have some great music for you today with the Elmer Scheid Tribute Band. These guys are phenomenal, and we have a lot more great music for you. We're going to switch into waltz mode now, and this next number is called the Warren Waltz. That was the Warren Waltz here on Bandwagon on KEYC. Great to have you along with us for this tribute to Elmer Scheid. We have the Elmer Scheid Tribute Band with us here, and an absolutely incredible live audience here at the Cato Ballroom, the beautiful Cato Ballroom, and you can come down here and join us. We're typically on the first Monday of the month. We do our Bandwagon taping. You can find our schedule at KEYC.com/bandwagon, because we would love to have you down here to be part of the fun, because we definitely have a good time. We have to take another break, but before we do, we're going to do a little green, green grass of home. Hey, we are back on Bandwagon, and Rick Kane is here with me with the Elmer Scheid Tribute Band, and one of the bands that did the you-hoo-hoo thing that is so familiar in this genre of music was a member of Elmer Scheid's band.
That's right, the drummer, Vern Schuler was his real name. Everybody called him Mojave. He was from Franklin, Minnesota. He was the one that did all the ooh-hooing in the background.
You-hoo-hoo, but Whoopi, you were telling me Whoopi John also did a lot of that.
That's, of course, where Whoopi got his nickname for doing the same thing.
So now you are the Elmer Scheid Tribute Band, and you are sponsored by the Minnesota Music Hall of Fame.
We are sponsored by the Minnesota Music Hall of Fame. We're so thankful for all the dancers that are out here this evening. It's so nice to see so many familiar faces. It's wonderful to have KEYC doing the taping for us. Thank you, of course, to Tanya and the beautiful Cato Ballroom.
I think you are bringing a lot of joy to the folks here in our live audience and our home audience tonight. So thank you all so very, very much. It is the Elmer Scheid Tribute Band, and we want to get back to the music now. We have another number here for you, and this one is called Hoolerai Number 1.